Peace and blessings to you. My name is Jere B. I am the EntreMusician, and so are you. Welcome to another episode of the EntreMusician interview. This time, we go over to the Windy City to get some blues by a true blues king for real. Check this out. Blues king / hip-hop producer. Yo, only on the EntreMusician. But before we get into that, let's do this. As you know, all of our videos are sponsored by the wonderful people at Vocal. Vocal is the only beverage on the planet designed to soothe, refresh, and restore your voice. If you talk all day, like I sometimes do, or sing all night, maybe we'll find out if Country Boy sings all night, you got to get yourself some Vocal. So go to drinkvocal.com to learn more. Yeah, I said it, Country Boy, because the story goes like this. From Mississippi to Jackson to Memphis to Chicago, this dude, not only has he traveled, but he is following a long line of legacy of great people. This is Country Boy. What do I say? EntreMusician. That's one right there. How you feeling, brother?
All right, brother. I'm happy to be here. Happy here, but thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely, man. We definitely appreciate you taking the time to come through with us. You got quite a story. What I said about from Mississippi to Chicago is true, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, tell me that story. How did we end up from Mississippi to Chicago?
Well, it's part of that great migration, like I say. What as part of the music part, basically started with my dad. He had me blowing harmonica at age 3, and my brother playing acoustic guitar. My brother put the acoustic guitar down, and of course, I picked up the bass guitar about 9, playing my hand, my dad, and watching him play the guitar and make the guitar scream. I said, I want to do what you're doing. You want to play this guitar? Yeah, I want to play guitar. So about 11 years old, I picked up the guitar, and I never looked back. And
wow.
Like I say, my dad would teach me blues and all that R&B and pop staples, Tyrone Davis and Tommy Tucker and all the the blues when he was home. But when he would go to work, I'd come out the basement, go up in my bedroom, and I'd be writing rhymes and rapping and stuff. My dad said he didn't want no part of that, though.
He didn't want no part of the hip-hop.
Right.
Well, it's interesting, man, because I've checked out your stuff on CD Baby. You have 10 albums that you post on CD Baby. But from the hardcore blues, I mean, straight up, real, genuine blues to the hardcore, straight up, real hip hop. Yes, and you do it equally well. I mean,
thank you.
Great production.
Thank you. I work absolutely
hard. Yeah, you do work hard, but it really does show, and it really does showcase in the music. So are you gigging regularly there in Chicago?
On and off. I've been doing a lot of recording, working on new albums, working on stuff with a couple of my buddies, Ice Mike, who plays with Big James. He's played with a number of people, LV Banks. He's been on a lot of Delmark recordings. So I've always been in contact, like I did recording with Shirley King, BB King's daughter. I've been in the studio, the same studio creators way on the South Side, which Twister came out of kind of back in the day before he got real known, But yeah, I've been gigging a little bit on and off here and there. I did a couple of gigs, Port Noir, Lockport, Blues on North Halstead, Legends, Buddy Guy Legends, Bobby Rockets, Kingston, man. I've been around,
Yeah.
So not too much lately in the last year. So I've been doing more recordings. I just came out with another album, White Lightning Blues.
White Lightning Blues, yeah.
That's my latest album. I just pretty much just finished that up.
And that's fantastic. You keep it rolling, don't you?
Yeah, I try to. If I ain't out playing, I'm probably recording.
And you've got a number of awards and accolades that the city of Chicago has given you, or where have you gotten all these awards from?
Well, pretty much working with these different artists like Shirley King. I got recognition through her. I was live on WVON. I did the when BB King died. I did the story goes that they actually called Buddy Guy, or they couldn't get Buddy Guy, so they called me, and I did the BB King tribute.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, they couldn't get Buddy Guy, so I love the way that sounds.
They dropped back the Country Boy, so what can I say? And I happen to own one of his guitars from recording with Shirley King. So that
Wow.
kind of helped too also. And then from that, they wanted me to do their annual fest, which we had the Dramatics, and we had Sheila E. came up behind us. I think the Dramatics came up last. And I got to go do a live performance. Basically, we did a thing. Me and Billy Branch, the great Billy Branch harmonica player, Sons of Blues. So yeah, he was a harmonica player for Muddy Waters also.
So is now are you bipolar, or do you love hip hop more than the blues, or you just like, yo?
I think I'm more rooted in the blues. I like the rap too, and I try to find that common ground, but I haven't got to where I want to with it. But it's like I'm trying to drive them. There's a connection. Basically what I can say, there's a connection there.
Yeah.
People kind of connect a little bit. Like I hear some sampling of some stuff from Stacks on some of these raps now, but they're not really putting it in there. You know, they kind of like just chopping it up with the computers and stuff. You know what I mean?
I
But
do.
I wanna really bring it in there, because that blues has a soul feeling to it, and there's something in there that moves you. But that rap do too. But see, if you get the two together, that's what I haven't totally got done. You know, I've kind of scratched on it a little bit, but it's kind of like when I do rap, I kind of cross over to making the beats for the rap music, and then when I do blues, I cross back over, get all into the blues, all that type of style. So I kind of go back and forth, but I want to like come up right in the middle, in the heart of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Well, I tell you what, you are definitely working on it, because that's I can't call what you do, at least from my perception, dirty South. It doesn't have that. You have your own flavor. And in fact, you have a song entitled Stacks. So
yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's real cool. Now, you said that your dad played with some heavy hitters back in the day.
Yeah, Curtis Mayfield, Tommy Tucker, Tyrone Davis. I think he did some stuff. He might did some stuff with Al Green. Yeah, he was telling me some story. He's with the T Connection. I think Motown had put a small studio on the south side of Chicago and was trying to get his band to record, but they didn't. Something about a money issue. They didn't do it. But yeah, he's played with a lot of big name people.
Wow.
I think that guy that do the twist, come on, baby, do the twist. I think my dad said he went to Hawaii with him.
I see.
So yeah, my dad. I don't know about on the records, but he was doing a lot of gigging with people. Yeah.
So have you done some international touring and whatnot yourself?
I haven't been overseas, but I've been around the United States.
Yeah.
Definitely with like Shirley King, and we had a band, a Bathwater Blues band. I almost got to play with Johnny Taylor's son, Floyd Taylor. He's dead now, but he was finna use me as his guitar player. But then his guitar player showed back up, so I guess he had wind that I was working with him. We get ready to go to Detroit, so.
Yeah, buddy guy on one hand, and then this brother saying, "No, I'm not gonna let it happen to me."
I don't know. I don't know. I'll be around, and I don't know. People get wind of what I do, and they pick me up, I think, what's his name? Eddie Taylor, Floyd Taylor, Johnny, who was that? Eddie Taylor, that'd be the Jimmy Reed and Eddie Taylor Jr. They did all the blues back then. Well, he had a son, Eddie Taylor, and he just died. And there's another guy named Larry Taylor. I ended up playing with Larry Taylor, which is his stepson.
I see.
I got to play with him. Yeah.
So are these blues artists the sons of the Blues Kings, or they staying in the genre?
These are blues artists pretty much here. And like on the rap side, like I say, the same studio as Twista. I was working with this guy, Royce Glamour, I won a rap contest, but that was around the time that my mom told me I had to go to college.
Aha.
Because Royce Glamour was pushing me. In fact, they still got a club called the Family Den. I think that guy Bump J used to go over there a lot. If you ever heard of him.
I haven't.
he got kind of well known from the south side of Chicago. I think he ended up getting locked up, so he fell off a little bit. He came back some, but I don't know if he got back to his status wherever he was before. But,
I see.
yeah, I kind of rub elbows. And then one guy that I produced, he's working with I forget what they call that group, but there's a bunch of them. It's Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, and this guy called himself Brimstone, and he's on let me see, I think I got the album right here.
Mm-hmm.
He's on this album right here, which was HEM Flatline. And he called himself Moses, but now he changed his name to Brimstone. And he's working with them now. So it's a lot of artists that I've worked with that are working with. And of course, you know, Twista and Do or Die and Crucial Conflict, they all were all in there together. Well, Twista broke out on his own, but that's where he was working with those guys.
So here's a question for you then. If the option were here's a deal with all the perks attached, would you be the blues guy and say, okay, this is what I'm putting on the map, or would you be the hip hop artist? I mean, which would be your first love?
Blues probably would edge it out a little bit. You know, but I still would want to lead the rap out. I would try to negotiate in my contract and say, you know, can I throw some type of hip hop in there? You know what I mean? With the blues there, but we gonna do something with this stuff. You know, at least let me do one song or something here or there with the hip hop, not like totally close it out. You know what I mean?
That's really cool, man. And I mean this from my heart. You sent me several links that I had the opportunity to check out. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm a huge fan of innovation, a huge fan of originality. And when there's something different, when it just doesn't sound like somebody else, then I'm all with it. And I think that you are really striving to say, this is Country Boy, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, and you're rolling with it. And so that's how come I called and said, dude, would you like to do the interview? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna put it in a simple way. I guess I do what moves me. You know, if you play a certain blues song, it might move me, and certain one you might play, it might not move me. You play certain rap songs, it started moving me, and I feel it. I don't know. I just got that feeling, you know. And if it's moving me, I could be working on something. I could work on a rhyme, a hip hop beat, or some type of blues run, or putting the song together. If it's moving me, then I go with it. You know, and I don't think I really rule anything out, because when I was younger, you know, I know you remember all the 45 records, and my dad and them had them behind the bar. I mean, it was stacks of them, and I would be taking one from another and one from another and playing, you know, and certain ones I was putting to the side because I heard something I liked. And I want to play that one being, but some of them I was probably putting on over. That's just, you know, I'm just picking it too. And I remember my dad used to tell me, yeah, you get that guitar, son, and when you sound like the record, that's when you're playing now. When you sound like the record. So some of that stuff I was playing over and over and having the guitar there and over and over and over.
Wow. So your brother, he stepped out of music altogether?
Yeah, my brother just gave it up, you know. He was playing. I remember him playing acoustic, and then my brother said, I guess he didn't want to do it no more. I was so young. Like I said, I was 3. I remember I was 3 years old, and my brother was about 7 or 8. And he didn't want to do it no more. I guess I had the feeling in me, so I wanted to do it.
That's what's up. Now, there's also another side of your character. We're talking about bipolar for the hip hop and the country or the blues, but here's another thing. You're a hardcore drag racer as well.
Yes, I am.
Where'd that come in at?
Well, you know, that's my dad. My dad worked on race cars, and that was his thing, cars and music. So that's my thing, cars.
Wow.
You know, actually, I could show you if you like. I could show you a picture.
Yeah.
Of the Mustang here.
Yeah, let's roll with that.
It's kind of covered up right now, but I can let me see here. About here in the garage here.
Now, do you build the cars that you drag race or what?
Yeah, I work on them.
That's all right.
Yeah, I definitely work on them. Turn this light on here.
Yeah.
Guess you might be able to see. I kind of got my website on the car too. I don't know. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's the Mustang. It has a roll cage in it, you know.
That's all right.
See my name?
I see it. Man, that's excellent.
Yeah, that's the Mustang.
That is excellent.
The website, drag radio.
So
yeah,
you're a true EntreMusician, man. How do you keep all that in stride? What's your clue or advice on balance?
On balance, do what you feel. You know, do what you feel. If you feel like playing music, you know, go play music. If you feel like putting a drag car together, racing, go do that. If you feel like dancing, you know, I don't know. You know, but one thing you gotta learn about what you want to do, I guess. You know, if you want to dance, you know, say, I just love to dance. Well, you better go. If you can't dance, you better get some dancing lessons, I guess. You know.
Word up. Now, have you taken any guitar lessons, or that was just all records and your dad? Any formal lessons?
Pretty much records. My dad and being around people, learning different things from different people.
Yeah. Will you play?
No school for guitar lessons. None of that. I think I took trombone in high school 1 year, and I hated that thing. So I wanted to take guitar or bass, and they said I had to take private lessons, but my parents couldn't afford that.
Gotcha.
So all my guitar and all that stuff comes from my dad and different people I've ran into.
Well, you straight up are a guitar king. You know, there's no reason to flatter you. There's no reason to use that word or that phrase lightly. I listened, and you more than got it. You way up there. That's how come they didn't call Buddy Guy. That's why they said, yeah, Buddy Guy is kind of overrated.
Don't get me wrong, Buddy Guy is good, but I don't think he could do too much when Jimmy Reed and Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf was alive. I think he was kind of in the background when they stepped up, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Jay-Z when Tupac and Biggie was alive. We really didn't hear too much from Jay-Z, but once Tupac and Biggie died, Jay-Z made his move. See what I'm saying?
There you go.
But he couldn't make it with Biggie and Pac out there. So I don't think he had enough clout.
You gotta wait your turn, man. Wait your turn, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. So tell me about the new album. What is it, White Lightning?
Yeah, White Lightning Blues. Yeah, I just came out with that one. Actually, I don't know. I don't have no copies right here on hand, but that album I just came out, and I got Billy Branch on there because he was giving me a call. So when the CD kind of first comes on, it say, "Hey, country, what is Billy Branch calling? Give me a call," you know, and that was him calling me for the performance we did for WVON radio station. So he was calling me to go over his house. I went over his house. We all got in the basement, of course, you know, practice everything before the big show.
Now, who is that? Joe Kelly, right? WVON is Joe Kelly?
Yeah, him and who else? And I think Davita was the head of the radio station, and I forget who else we had up in there. We had it was a bunch of guys in there though. I remember Davita was the main one that called me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I tell you what.
I think that's Purvis Spann's daughter or something. Davita, I think that's his daughter or something. Because, you know, Purvis Spann used to run. Purvis Spann, the blues man or something.
That I don't know. I do know Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly's a great DJ, great interviewer, and really treated our band Sound Doctrine like royalty. So, you know, but that's a big moving station for real.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, I was live on the radio for that day. Actually, I had my dad in there with me. No, I didn't. Right? No, I didn't have my dad with me that time. I had my dad with me another time after that. So we came back again.
So tell me this: what has been your best experience as an EntreMusician? I mean, the absolute best experience you've had.
As far as playing music,
either studio or stage. What's been just the absolute best?
Probably the stage. The same thing we're just talking about when I did the WVON Fest in 2016, 2015. And about 3,000 people, maybe more. I don't know. It was just a sea of people out there because, you know, She Lee came up after us.
Right.
Yeah. Right. It was all the big limos, and they treat us like royalty. And,
What was the absolute worst experiences that you've had as an EntreMusician? Stage or studio?
Worst experience is probably doing a gig for someone and they say they're gonna pay you this amount, and at the end of the night they give you this amount. And you looking at them like, really?
Been there, baby. Been there. Yeah.
And then you ask around on them, you ask around and other people tell you the same thing. Yeah, they tend to do that. This person you working for, I ain't naming no names, but
Oh no, absolutely. And the thing about it is, the one thing that that I've liked to do is network with other musicians, especially when I'm going into territories that I've never played before, to find out who the promoter is, who the booking agent is, and what's the backstory on them. Because you never know. I mean, you put your gear in the van, you drive the 800 miles to the city, and it's a whole nother story.
Mm-hmm. And I can be telling you right now, you could be my bass player or my drummer and say, "Hey man, when we get to New York, I'm gonna give you $500 for this show." Now we get up there, and I hand you $250. Well, and I tell you something like, "Hey, you know what? This guy didn't pay me what he said he was gonna pay me, so I'm gonna have to give you this." And you hear the stories where a lot of times this guy have gave them what they supposed to get, but they want to short you so they can put more money in their pocket.
Absolutely.
And now like you're stuck out there on the road with them. So what do?
That's absolutely right. A lot of war stories, baby. A lot of war stories.
Yeah.
So what would you tell the person who is just starting out? You had some great advice on balance, and that is do what you love to do. If you want to work on cars, do that. If you feel like doing the music, do that. Is there some advice that you would give the up-and-coming country boy who's just starting out? He's 14 years old. He's picking up his guitar, trying to make his moves. What would you tell him?
The first thing I tell them is have a real big open mind. Don't close out anything, because like I told you, when I used to listen to records and put some of them records on the side, I probably should have been listening to, learning too. Like basically you can learn from everything. You know what I mean? Like if you're learning music, I can put a jazz record on it, and I mean, some probably guitar, your up and coming guitar player probably closes his ears, like that don't really sound all that great. But the things that this guy is doing, these type of moves and techniques that he's using, will get you further. And if you learn those, you can actually take those and put them into what you want to do and go even further with what you want to do. But I had to learn that. So how they say, some of the best things for us is some of the things that we don't want, is basically. So it's basically up and coming musicians is to keep that open mind, even though it ain't sounding all that good, or somebody's trying to give you advice and you kind of like shying from it because you really don't want to hear it. That might be some of the exact stuff that you need to take in to get you further along the way you be, or even further than what you think you can get to.
Wow.
I had to learn that because my dad started telling me to learn jazz, and I'm like, jazz? And then I started like really like, maybe go to the music store, got the structural video and see how this guy broke down, how he run his fingers. I'm like, whoa, this stuff is hard. Now, I didn't like what they were playing, but I started learning some of the moves and stuff. And then I would take that and go back into what I want to play. And I could do a lot more with it because they were like fingering way more than some of the stuff that I was doing, so I had to learn to realize that you keep that open mind and learn everything that you can, then take it all and do what you want to do.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good news right there. That's great advice. Great advice. So what's next for Country Boy? What's on the horizon?
My buddy Ice Mike, he wants to do a solo album now. So I guess we're gonna be trying to work on that now. Because like I say that this album here, Foxy Lady, which I think you had said something about it before.
Yeah.
This album here is actually Ice Mike and his wife. His wife's singing on it. So I'm playing guitar, Mike's playing guitar.
Yeah.
I'm playing some bass on there, and I did all the recording and production. So his wife's singing on here. Now he wants to do an album with him singing on it.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
So I saw a review on Foxy Lady from the real John Legend, who said that he put a shout out on there and said he wanted to work with her. So
that come in out of left field. You never know when this stuff is out there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
People come calling. It's like I got to work with Billy Branch, and I ended up with Shirley King, BB King's daughter. I ended up with her boyfriend was Jere Noel, worked blue sax for the Junior Walker and the All Star Band. I think he still blows sax. He's actually plays Junior Walker now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. Can we do that song Shotgun?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah. I had to kind of get my dad to show me somehow that guitar go because he want to get that shotgun going. You know, so I had to start learning some of that stuff. You know, I think I knew it. My dad told me I knew it, but I didn't. I had to hear it just like refresh me over with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hit it. It was a big hit.
That's
Like
wild.
we'd always be on stage and do Shirley. I'd be like, "Hey, Gerald, hit that shotgun." You know.
That's great, man. So I appreciate your time. I know this is not going to be our last conversation, man. Grateful. Oh, there we go. Why don't you hit a lick?
I said shotgun. Shooting at it red.
So here's the thing. You're going to make me pay a copyright fee if you keep that up. You got to play an original.
Of course, I think you heard the country boy rap, didn't you? That. Well, a country boy in the big city blues come confused and abused and accused of a crime committed. Man, you gotta get with it and quit that mansion that was on that hill where you got your last scripture field. So forget that mess and bring out the best, the Big Daddy D. Come on, roll with me, cause I make this all come easily. I roll a Cadillac, I roll an old 44 deuce, so I get loose. So take that noose from around your neck. You're just about to hang with all due respect. There's a type of intellect that you possess. So when I'm on the job, I never take a recess. I just smoke to clean up that mess. Cause I'm not just a rapper and my artist creator. End up making sentences all be taken by the public. Or as a whole, as I continue to roll my funky behavior like I make it be safer. So just tell me a flavor and I'll let you get with me. Come to funky Daryl D, I'm a country boy. You know, so.
That's what's up.
You know, so that's some of the stuff that I do there. You know, I know you heard the country boy rap though.
Yeah. I went through those selections you sent, and by the way, check Country Boy out on CD Baby. Go back in the video and see the car. It's spelled all out, but I will put the link. The link will be on the bottom of this screen right here, so you can see it and check him out. And is there anything before we wrap it up, brother? Is there anything that I should have asked you that you wanted me to ask?
Well, country boy be drag racing. when he gonna take the car to the track? Hey, this is the album I did with BB King's doing.
Oh, word.
Yeah, Shirley King.
Oh, word up.
You got class. Yeah, that's me and Shirley there.
That's excellent. I see you were throwing up a lot of different albums, a lot of different certificates that you had.
Policy King. This is BB King's guitar on this one. Policy King Blues. Oh. Bye Bye Blackbird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that album there. I got a bunch of my CD. Well, this is actually a tape. This takes you way back.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had to be like 18 or something.
Yeah, right. That's what's up.
This had all started.
That's really cool, though. That's really good. Really good.
I said, oh, this is when I was live at Buddy Guy Legends. You talk about Buddy Guy, I was live at his club. I did a DVD. It has all the albums on the back.
Wow. Oh, that's great.
Like I say, I showed you the rap album that I produced.
Yes.
Flatline. Here's another rap album I did. And here's a album of me and my dad.
All right.
Yeah. Me and my dad playing on that one. And I told you I had an old school 72 Cutlass. I did an album with the cover of that in the background.
You doing your thing, brother.
I'm all right. Another rap album I did here, which was way back. So yeah, just some of the stuff I've been doing, you know. So yeah, I've been working on the car. I want to get to the drag strip. It's the second one I've built. I had an '89 Mustang, and the frame broke on that one. So now I put together this '88 Mustang.
Yeah.
So I want to get to the track, but I want to do some gigs too, probably coming up, you know.
That's
Got some guys
excellent.
want to push me. I do go out and jam, some clubs around Chicago, Blues North Halstead, Legends, Port New Orleans, uh, you know, Kingston Mines. I do get out and kind of gig a little bit. The Waterhole, Roses, some of the main clubs around Chicago, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Working on the car, playing music. Also, I play for the church on Sundays when I'm home.
There you go. That's fantastic. You just you're just making it happen, man.
I bet you know my profession is railroad. I drive trains.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Drag racing, hip hop, blues, and the railroad.
An airplane mechanic.
You serious?
Right, an airplane. I went to school for airplanes. That's what I went to school. Hey, I just gotta do what I like,
A true EntreMusician, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it's done. This is Chicago. This is Country Boy. This is Daryl Rodney, the real deal. He's a musician. He's a rapper. He's a railroad man. He's a drag racer, and he's an airplane mechanic.
And like I said, tell them to go to www.cdbaby.com/artist/countryboy and check me out. That's www.cdbaby.com/artist/countryboy. And check out what I do. Download some stuff you like. Check out my Facebook, Real Rodney Country Boy. And just see some things you like, and if you like it, download it, check it out.
Absolutely. Well, man, I really truly appreciate the opportunity to have a conversation with you. It will not be our last conversation for sure. And peace and blessings to you, and God's blessing on absolutely everything you do. Keep that music pumping, man. Make it happen, and create that country hip hop genre. Create it.
I'm gonna get it together one day. I got it on either side. I can't see. I'm gonna get it together one day.
You're definitely on that road, man. Well, I appreciate you. Peace and blessings to you. Yo, I am Jere B. That's Country Boy. We are EntreMusicians, and so are you. We will definitely see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with us. God bless.